equation is that when we surrender and we say, thy will, not my will, thy way, not my way, is that in that surrender, all the elements of the universe, and I think this is alchemy at its highest, is that all the elements in the universe can come together to create form, which is a miracle. So in that moment, when we are in that divine surrender, that we become that instrument, that divine temple, that light being, that we can become miracle workers. Whether it's through the word that we say, or the touch that we do, or the bread that we make, that love goes into everything. And so it started with the surrender. Every day we surrender. And then the next one was forgiveness. Is that we need to forgive, not forgive others, but forgive ourselves because we've forgotten our own divinity. And then the next word was compassion. That we have to have compassion for ourselves before we can have compassion for anyone else. And then we go into trust in truth. And we have to understand divine truth is that we are always divinely taken care of, that we are always under grace. And that when we trust that, then we really understand divine love, not human love. Because divine love and human love are not even in the same energy field. Divine love is that we love each other, we love our neighbor as much as we love ourselves, as Christ loved us. And then we go into ecstatic joy. And ecstatic joy is about every day when we surrender, we know that the joy does not come from this earthly realm, that we are in the world but not of it. And that we elevate into this place of joy where everything we do comes from love. And when we are in that vibration, then there's nothing but this ecstatic joy. We're in this state of bliss. And the last one is oneness. And the oneness is that we are all one, that we are not separated, that we're all one. And that is the ultimate goal of the system. And she said, don't worry for me. My journey wasn't about, it doesn't matter if Yeshua and I were lovers. It doesn't matter if we had a baby. It doesn't matter. What matters is the teaching that you live, you become the living word. And the living word is based on these virtues, and it's all a self-distillation. So then I was, as a perfumer, was to create fragrances and anointing oils because she was, when we anoint ourselves and we become that sacred temple, or we use those anointing oils to maybe move out sadness or grief or unforgiveness, is that we move the light because we have cones of light inside us. So I was to make these fragrances that we could anoint with ourselves with, so that in those moments when we have fallen from that oneness, that we say, I can forgive myself because maybe I wasn't the greatest person today, or maybe I didn't have enough compassion, or whatever. So these anointing oils are really like holy balms that, we can use, whether we use them on people we love, or our clients, or ourselves, and they activate that teaching within, they open up the hold of light so that we can release, let go, and come back into balance. So that's kind of like a summary of what we did before. And so I asked each of the people in the conference at that time is to choose a number from 1 to 7. So if you haven't chosen your number from 1 to 7, choose a number. And then what I would do is I would give you that fragrance so that you could smell it and ask that fragrance or whatever it is in your life that you needed that associated with that teaching to come forth. So I think that would be kind of a fun experience to do today. And it would be nice that I wanted to do it outside, take your shoes off, go on the land, take some time for yourself, breathe, and work with that fragrance and that teaching. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, so, and you can write the name on here. So, who had, let me just pull this out first. And so,
So has everyone thought of a number between 1 and